he appreciated and was accepting of how I could say, okay, you're the expert here. They want to hear you, and I'm going to take you there, or you take yourself there in a thoughtful way at the appropriate times. We became very close friends. We did a lot of fights, more than 300 championship fights over a long 20. We were together longer than Madden and Summerall were,
Wow.
22 years. So we became very good friends. When we started, I thought, well, I know who this man is, and we've chatted a little bit at other fights, but I don't really know him or his family. And he's 16 years older than I am. I wonder how this is going to go. Am I going to be able to relate to him and so on, and vice versa? Well, I shouldn't have had to worry about that at all, because he was a kid at heart and he never really changed all the way to 88 when we lost him. We became very good, close personal friends. I think part of it was our Irish heritage that we shared, because we could kind of each have our jokes about that, where we came from and our family lives and heritage and so on. And thanks to a really great boxer, Barry McGuigan, we got to go to Ireland together, and that was a very meaningful time for us. We were over there 2 or 3 times to cover Barry. So he is, in my mind, the best ever. I think a lot of people feel the same way. And when asked why, which maybe Amber's just going to ask me, is that he was able to see what was going on with both fighters at the same time. Most of the ex-boxers who try to become commentators, since Gil particularly, and it's natural, they're looking at the guy that kind of reminds them of themselves naturally. So they pick up on his particular skills and they kind of tend to focus that way. So when there's an exchange, they're seeing the guy that's most like him. I think that's entirely natural instinct. But Gil, having been a trainer and also having the savvy of what the audience needed to know about the progress of those 3-minute rounds, was to be able to see both fighters at the same time and give you a quick and cogent comment on what just happened and what now needs to happen to change the course or to continue the course.
Great example or illustration of that. Maybe a month ago, when I was planning on getting you on, I had Amber sit down with me and watch the body snatcher Mike McCallum against Donald Curry, and focusing, of course, on you. But when Gil came on, he did a segment where, McCallum, Timmy McCallum is going to the body, trying to set up that body shot and the hook, and Curry's making a big mistake of pulling straight back. Timmy, that's going to get him in trouble. And it did end up getting him in trouble, but that's a great illustration, an example of what you're saying.
It is.
In a sentence talking about what both guys need to do, should be doing, or shouldn't
Right.
be doing.
Right. And I just think that any of the serious guys who want to have it as their career now, it would be really worthwhile watching a lot of Gil's tape, because it's handled a lot differently. Everything changes in our business, and that's okay. And I'm sure all those guys are trying their best, but nobody's been able to reach his standard. And I would certainly recommend that they dig up some of those old recordings and forget that play-by-play guy that Gil's with. Just listen to Gil.